collapse is next to impossible without literally releasing it from your sensation, from your body, and all aspects of your consciousness. Hello and welcome to Quantum Dynamic 8, Recreating Life and Living. Hi, I'm Chirashri, and today we are going to talk about timeline collapse and karmic cords. So, what are karmic cords? Karmic cords are attachments, energies, and association to memories and awarenesses, understanding habits, choices, preferences of past, present, future that are present and prevalent in our system and are processing and working against our desires. Somewhere deep down, those chords have aspects to it which do not match with all of our values. And as a result of that, those chords literally are entangled inside your system, causing an enmeshment of ideologies leading to blockages or negative karma. So, in order to timeline collapse, any timeline, any situation that it's not serving you, you've gotten yourself into a portal that's not serving you. You want to wake up to a reality where everything has fallen in place. In order to implement all of that in your reality, you need to realize that through everything, you are connected through sensations. The best definition to describe consciousness would be your sensations. I literally do not emphasize much on imagination creates your reality because it's more like our sensations create our reality. What we sense into existence and become aware of, we manifest that. And until we have sensed anything into existence, it is happening, but also not happening. So, a lot of realities and a lot of possibilities are simultaneously existing. You have made different choices in life, you have had different awarenesses in life, you've had different set of experiences in life, and all of that have formulated to be your positive karma or negative karma. Aspects which you associate to positive karma are definitely aspects which are your unconscious competence. So, unconsciously, you have aspects in you that you just know. You have knowledge, you have a sense of awareness, you have a sense of understanding, you have a sense of knowing, and that's unconsciously dormant in your system and just flows through you naturally. And there are certain things you can just do and you're really good at, and you just don't even know how you're good at it. And that's your unconscious competence or positive karmic cords. When we are talking about timeline collapse, we are collapsing the negative karmic cords, the cords where we have association memories programming that are working against us. So, aspects of us, the programmings in us, the limiting beliefs, the triggers, the wounds, the awareness, the way of being that's no longer serving us, getting clear about what our true values are is the path of clearing your karmic cords and timeline collapsing those portals which are no longer serving you. So, if you are experiencing a lot of realities, a lot of possibilities where things are working in your favor, but simultaneously there are also a lot of situations in your life that are not working in your favor. So, the reason you are experiencing a mixed scenario, it's because you have your negative karmic cords portal open. And in order to shut that, you need to start to get aware of who you are. You need to start to get aware of what you truly desire. You need to start answering your inner call. You need to address your deepest fears. You need to do what you have been afraid to do. You need to walk the paths where you were like, I am not gonna walk that path. And you need to allow yourself to literally sit with yourself. And this is but the fastest way to timeline collapse and cut those karmic cords that are not serving you. So you literally need to sit with those aspects and the sensations. And as you sit with the sensation, you may feel like your body wants to jump out of your consciousness. You literally do not want to sit with it. It might be very triggering, it might be very wounding, it might just make you want to throw up. And when you allow yourself to just move through it, despite the hurdle, despite the ups and downs you are feeling in those aspects, you are coming to a state of neutralization in your own being. So, all the aspects are going to move you through and take you to a different terrain where you start to have realization. And this is happening because you are tapping into your sensations, which are associated to memories and awarenesses which are stored in your hippocampus, and those are coming up to the surface. And as those come up to the surface, you are going to have sparks of realization, sparks of remembrance, sparks of realizations. And it is through these realizations you further flow. As you keep on flowing through those realizations, there will be various terrains of sensations. There will be some sensations which feel like a tight fitted cluster, and there will be some sensations that are literally flowing you in a state of wave like structure. And literally, when you are moving through all of those sensations, there will be times you are feeling triggers running through your body. Like, who said inner work is easy? It's not, but it's life changing, it's phenomenal. And as you are moving through those layers, you are actually changing the structure of your sensation, the structures of your awareness, the structures of your focus. And through every movement, through every realization, there will be different convolutions, there will be different portals, there will be different structures and dimensions you move through. And through those, there will be realizations and understanding and a state of expansion happening in your own consciousness. You can say that you are an energetic being, and there are aspects of your energy that are clogged in different forms of simulations. And in each of those simulations, those realities are happening simultaneously, and energy is flowing through them. And your unconscious incompetence is allowing the flow of those aspects. And in the pursuit of those aspects flowing, in the pursuit of those aspects manifesting in your reality, you feel a sense of powerlessness or slash the karmic cord attachment, where you feel like you cannot do much about it. And the idea of you cannot do much about it is a resistance to move through these aspects. And more you move through these aspects, you start to align them to a state of coherence. And when you are in that state, You literally push out a reality without the inner turbulences. And this can be the very same idea of you either live in the end or you work on your limiting beliefs. But when we are talking about live in the end, we are literally like you're focusing on the idea that it has already happened. So, considering, a cup of ice, and you are taking a lighter to heat that cup, to transmute that ice into water. But you are not ice, you are a complex human solid structure, and you have different aspects, you have different structures. So you cannot really, I mean, it's kind of melting a complex structure of crystals. And to do any of the complex, chemical reactions as well, you need to put some kind of solution to it. So there is a reason that's done. And simultaneously, it's with the human collective consciousness as well. We have different dimensions of energy and awareness and sensations. And those sensations and awareness needs to go through a change of structure, a change of alignment, a change in its sensational awareness, a change in everything, and a real realization of its own perspective, a real realizations of its own understanding at the core. And when you are having those core realizations, core understanding, and you're moving through different dimensions, you are literally releasing yourself from dimensions where you've been stuck, and you're flowing. And more you come into the state of flow, more you come into the state of alignment, you have removed the negative karmic cords and the realities where certain things are not working in your favor also start to work in your favor. So you can really literally work against your own desires, or you can work for your own desires. And when we are working against our desires, there's literally going to be a sense of congestion. There's literally going to feel like antichristy or anti-clockwise movements. It's the same thing to an extent in some parallel world or every. So, literally, you will feel that kind of movement happening against your body, like something is not right. And when something is right for you and things are flowing in your favor, and all of your awareness and consciousness is in a state of alignment, you'll be in a flow. And whenever you are having that resistive sort of energy, literally to come out of it, we need to walk through the resistance, and the resistance forms like a literal block. And it's not just changing your negative thoughts to positive thoughts, it's literally realizing the sensation beneath. Like, for example, you are in the journey of figuring out what kind of a person you would like to date. It's not even about SP manifestation, because you're like, I just don't want a specific person. I just do not want a twin flame, but I want someone who really, vibes with me and who really connects to me. And you are trying to figure out who you are. And in that process, you really have to feel yourself. You really have to sense your emotions, become aware of what's happening inside of you, become aware of the different aspects coming up, become aware of your desires. And to even move in that process, you have to go further within. I have clients who I have helped to, overcome really difficult situations like epilepsy. And when I was working with her, I literally had to work on the different sensations and awareness, the different dimensions of a childhood, different choices, how it came into the process, what was happening when she developed epilepsy, what was her lifestyle like, what had happened a week ago, a month ago, during that time, during her birth, what was the environment like. And a lot of those aspects had to come to consideration for the clearing and the energy shift to take place. And it was not just my client has healed from epilepsy, it's a part of it, but also simultaneously, this is a part of it. Like both can work together. And to really timeline collapse and jump portals and open your doors, transmute your reality, manifest what you desire with 6300 plus success stories, I can assure you this. The key is to literally go within and sense your sensations. Your sensations are going to open you new doors. Like each time you're tapped into your sensations, there's a sense of realization, there's a sense of understanding, there's a sense of downloads and awareness coming in. And with each of those downloads and awareness, a new portal opens. And it's not just through sensing the sensations, but exploring your emotions and thoughts and journaling and writing and getting clear on what you truly want, what you truly desire, what you're truly quivering for at the core, what are you really seeking for at the core, and facing your worst possible fears is where the doors of new opportunities, new miracles, transformations open, collapsing the timelines, no longer serving you. We can shut a door only when we have learned the lesson. And to learn the lesson is to realize and have a download that gets integrated in us. And that integrated state is where we can open the next portal. And then there's another realization happening, and then there's more portals opening. And in this process, we literally jump to that state of clarity, jump to that state of consciousness where we literally have collapsed all the timelines not serving us to literally open the portal of our desire, where everything that we desire has manifested and pushed out, and it has happened, and you have all that you desire, and it is done. And for it to be literally done and that energy to get really pushed out, there's a sense of surety. There's a sense of state of, yeah, I really want this. There's no ifs and buts, but this is it. Vibe has to swill in. And for that to swill in and for that to literally get into our core of resonance, where we sense with all of our consciousness that this is it, that is where the jump take place, and you quantum jump to the desired timeline, collapsing all the other timelines not serving you, and cut the karmic cords. Thank you and love and light to you. If you love watching our contents, go ahead and check out our courses, and you'll find the link in the description box below. And if you would like to contact me for a channel session, quantum integration therapy, or more, go ahead and again, you will find all the links in the description box below. Go ahead and contact me, and I'll see you right there. Thank you and love and light to you. Have a wonderful day ahead.